We have all been dying since the day we were born. Just think about that for a moment, because the reality is, today is the oldest you have ever been, but the youngest that you'll ever be. Like, I don't think many of us take a moment out of our day to just think, we're dying. Like, we are actually dying, and nobody knows when our dreaded day of demise is coming for each of us individually, because it could be round the corner for any of us. And look, today's live isn't to scare anyone or to make anyone feel shit at all, but it's just to speak about the realities of life. Like, death is actually a part of life, and I believe that life belongs to death. Death owns this vehicle called life, and death will decide when each of us run out of fuel at any given moment. So this is why it's so important to make the most out of your very own unique opportunity on this earth. And look, the reason I speak about this a lot as well is because I faced death. Back in 2011, I was laying there on my deathbed in a coma after being attacked on the way home from a nightclub with absolutely zero brain activity, and the doctors and the specialists planned to pull the plug on my life support machine. So I know how important life is, and it really took me dying to actually really truly want to live. And it's crazy, like, so many people are waiting for disaster to strike to then decide to design the life of their dreams. Like, you don't have to wait for a tragedy to then change your trajectory. You can change your life at any given moment. So let me ask you this, people. Let's just imagine that you had 6 more months to live. 6 months to live, to make the very most out of your life. Like, how would you show up differently? What would you do differently? Would you surround yourself with the same people? Would you work the same job? Would you take that uncomfortable action, the thing that you've been saying for so long now, that you said you're going to do? Would you actually take that action step that you know deep down that you really want and have to do to become the person that you deeply desire to become? Because your dreams are there right in front of you, but it's down to you and you alone to take the uncomfortable action steps required in order to actually receive and achieve the goals and the dreams that you want to. So just imagine that you only had, say, 6 months, or let's just say you had until the end of the year. You had until December, the end of December, and your life was over. Guaranteed, the end of December, your life was going to be over. How would you show up differently? Like, would you still have those same conversations with the people that you always have the conversations with? Would you go out there and try something new? Would you ask that person out on a date? Would you tell that person how much they mean to you, how proud of them you are, how much they've helped you in the past, what they've done to help you become the very best version of yourself already, like all the help that they've given? Because look, we all need help from other people, so just appreciate the people in your life. Tell people what you truly mean, because the people that matter don't mind, but the people that mind don't matter. So just start living your life as if it could be over at any given moment, because the reality is, people, it fucking well could be. Like, life could be over in any given moment for any of us, and this is how crazy it is. So just start showing up and taking actions as if you're the person that knew that they were going to die at the end of this year, for instance, and that you was on limited time. Because the truth is, we're all on limited time, and many of us let, say, fear stop us from doing certain things, and then we put things off, we procrastinate on doing the things that we know we want and have to do in our lives because of fear, and we just sit on the fence. Like, never put off until tomorrow what can be done today, because tomorrow may never come. And the man who has a mission in his life, like, fear doesn't exist in the mind of a man on a mission, knowing that the man has limited time on this earth to actually achieve the thing that he wants to achieve, and to receive the results from doing that thing, to help other people, to have positive impact on the world in any sort of way. So don't let fear stop you. So let me just end on this one, people. Don't ever fear failure. Fear regret. Make the pain of regret worse than any other pain that you could ever imagine, because the pain of fear and failure is temporary, but the pain of regret will last a lifetime. So whatever you do, do not take your greatness to the grave, because the graveyard is one of the wealthiest places on this earth. Just imagine all of those undiscovered and unused talents, skills and abilities that cease to exist. All of those would-haves, could-haves and should-haves that the world never had exposure to. And for me personally, people, I don't want to perish filled with potential. So just ask yourself that question too. Do you want to take your greatness to the grave or not? Do you want to get to your deathbed knowing that you could have done more, knowing that you could have helped other people, knowing that you could have said that thing to that person before it was too late, knowing that you could have gone on that vacation, knowing that you could have, I don't know, done anything. All of those things that you're, say, putting off at the moment because of different reasons, whether it's money, whether it's fear, whether it's not knowing how. All of those things that you're potentially putting off, just fucking do it. Take the first step, because the journey of 1,000 miles begins with one single step, and an object in motion usually stays in motion. So just take that first step. Once you get the ball rolling, you're going to keep going, and things are going to get that much more easier once you get going and once you take those first few steps. And realise that the path becomes more clear as you're moving, as you're actually on the path. Like, you get more clarity and more direction in your life and understanding of what it is that you truly want when you're actually making moves, when you're actually walking the path. Like, you're never going to get clear on what you want and figure out what it is that you want and be happy with what you want just thinking about it. You need to take action steps, because action destroys procrastination, and action is the cure to all, you know. Like, action creates more action, just as inaction creates more inaction. So start taking moves or making moves in the direction of your desired destination. Stop putting off until tomorrow what can be done today. Stop waiting until tomorrow, because if you're sat on the fence procrastinating, you're going to get a fucking nail up your ass and you're going to get stuck on that fence for the rest of your life. So get your ass off the fence, start making moves in the direction of your desired destination, and just start taking action today. Ask yourself, what is the most easiest step I can take today, and just fucking do it. Don't fear it, just take it, and trust me, you're going to get that much more confident, that much more clear of what it is that you want, as long as you just keep taking those moves forward. So I hope somebody can take something away from this today. I hope you all enjoy this one. I'm going to see you on the next live. Thank you, I appreciate you all, and I'll see you soon. Thank you, bye bye.